I figured I'd take a video of me making the flags. I think it's an interesting video. I think it came out pretty good. So you can see here, the first thing I do is I wheel out my little mini table saw that is perfect for what I need. And then whatever piece of scrap wood I get, I rip it to whatever size I'm going to be using for whatever flag I'm making. If I'm making a tiny flag, I get a lot more pieces. But for this one, I'm making a 19-inch wide, which they call the hoist on a flag, by 36 inches long, which they call the fly on a flag. This piece of wood I was given from a little old lady who was doing some work, and she had some guys were ripping out some wood, and I asked her if I could take those, and she said absolutely, they're going into the garbage anyway. So that's where I got these two pieces of wood from. All the flags I make are made from 100% reclaimed wood. I don't go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy a 2x4 or a 1x4, anything like that. Everything is made from reclaimed wood, from wherever I get it. Then after I rip everything and get it all cut to size, I pull out the miter saw I have, I wheel that puppy out, and then I cut them to the size I'm going to use. For this one, obviously I said it was going to be 36 inches. And here I am cutting these to 36 inches. I put a little stop block to make my life easier. And I just slide the piece down. I got 2 out of each one of these pieces of wood, and all the cutoffs that I get here, none of it goes to waste because I'll just make a tiny flag with the smaller pieces. Now when I'm all done cutting the stripes, I lay out all the pieces. And this is where I look at all the wood and I see the knots, and I just put the wood where it would look best. I move some things around, some knots to give the appearance of like a wavy, stripe. When I take a blowtorch to this, the grain of the wood really pops out, so you really get to see how it looks. And it does kind of give it that wavy effect, which I love. So you see here that I'm about to start. And today was very windy, so it made doing this a little tougher. So eventually I ended up moving into the shed to do this, which worked out much better. But you see that knot there, you see how when you start to do it, the grain of the wood looks so nice. Here's where it really got windy. I gave it a close-up, but you can still see that it's taking a little longer than normal for the wood to burn, because the wind is blowing the flame of my torch. And ultimately, like I said, I gave up and went inside into my shed to do this. And you see here, it goes much faster without when you have the little wind protection here in my shed. Comes out a little nicer. You can see how the grain gives it that effect, like it's blowing in the wind. I really love the way that looks. And here I burn the edges of every stripe. That way when you look at it from the side, it looks like it's all finished all the way around. And then after I'm all done, I take all the pieces and I lay them back out, make sure everything looks good. And then I lay it all out, and I lay out the union. And on this flag, I didn't realize that I ran out of space on my memory card, so I don't have any video of that. So stay tuned for the next video to see that.